This is Play. I hate to get serious, but I must. Too many tragedies are occurring. Too many people are choosing to end their lives because of bullying. And more often than not, that tends to be homosexual bullying of some sort. But there is other bullying that is leading to this. Kids and teenagers and adults as well are not being socially responsible enough to communicate their intentions better, to ensure that these negative words are not being spoken to other individuals. Even saying to somebody, your clothes suck, can hurt that other person. So what we have to teach ourselves and others is, what is the point in saying something like that? What do you get out of it by telling them this thing? Even if that thing is true, even if their clothes are hideous, what are you going to gain out of expressing that? What is your need that's not being met by their clothes? Why does that bother you so much? Is there some deficiency in you that's causing you to inflict this potential emotional trauma on somebody else? What is this need that we have to tell people that we don't like them, or we don't like what they're wearing, or we don't like how they are, or whatever it is? Are they really bothering you that much? What is it that is in you that's lacking? I don't think it's at all expressing love or anything like that. And I gotta say, as somebody that I'd like to consider myself a Christian, that is to say, I think that I'm following Christ's teachings as best as I understand them, and as best as I can, and have my doubts about faith from time to time, but I try to navigate that, and I just follow it the best I understand and hope that's enough. And I just can't help but think, didn't Christ say, "Come as you are"? Didn't Christ say that we're all forgiven? And didn't he hang out with the most despicable people of the time? At the time, he said, let the children come forward, because people were not even letting the kids come and be part of the services. The kids were regulated as being not part of the group too. So Jesus said himself, hey, come as you are, just, you're forgiven. Don't, he never tried to, I think, guilt trip anyone other than those people that were looking to pick a fight. He guilt tripped them. Certainly he told them, no, you're wrong and here's why. But he never did that to the people that needed the healing, which was everyone. Everyone has a sin, or has I think another word for sin might be a hurt, like a wound that needs to be healed. We all have wounds that need to be healed, and what a great message to say, that wound, that thing that you did that you think or feel is so wrong, is forgiven. It's wiped clean. It doesn't exist anymore. Doesn't matter anymore. Obviously, don't do that again, because you'll just hurt yourself again and potentially hurt others. But it's forgiven. It's forgotten, and you are loved. That's the message, isn't it? Isn't that what he said? Isn't that what he taught? I don't know. But I hear that all these celebrities and politicians and people are coming to say, it gets better, in reference to these people killing themselves more and more, and directed mostly at the homosexual community, because they're a very big target of this, especially teenagers. And a lot of people want to lay the reason of that at the feet of religion, and I think I would say there that it's the people, not necessarily the system, that's at fault. And I would think that the people may be getting it wrong. They're using the wrong strategies to get what they want, and I don't even know if they know what they want, or they know how to get it. They have no idea what their intentions are. But I think that we really need to encourage a different form of communication. That you're a Christian and you think that this is a sin. Remember that everything is a sin, and you've got to pull out that log that's in your own eye before you can pull out that, toothpick that's in theirs. So anything that you see about them, you probably have that 10 times worse in yourself. Because what you're really seeing when you point out something in somebody else is a need that you have that's unfulfilled. Something wrong about yourself that you don't enjoy or you don't like. There's something deficient in you. That's really what's happening when you're doing that. So a better way to communicate is to not focus on these negatives, not say these negative things at people, but to examine about yourself. What is it that you need that is not being met? And if that person offends you so greatly, then just don't associate with them. Don't engage them in a conversation. Just avoid them. Just ignore them. Now that might be a little rude and insulting, but it's far less than just going out of your way to insult them or bully them. It's just unbelievable that this is happening, and it's very wrong from a Christian point of view, and from just a social point of view as well. And so we really need to teach ourselves and each other a better way to meet our own needs, and a better way to communicate to each other love and acceptance. Come as you are, not come as how I want you to be. Don't put them in your system and expect them to behave as if they're already part of your system. You've got to invite them as they are, and if they willingly come into that system, then you can go over those things and show them what the system is and why it is and all that, and let them decide what to think and feel about that. Or just let them read it for themselves, let them explore it for themselves. But why make this so, such a big thing? I don't know, but I do want to say, I don't know if this saying it gets better is great, but when I was growing up, I went through some pretty rough periods of time, and I always said to myself, things will get better. And that sort of faith did give me motive to continue going, because things did get better. And yeah, sometimes life is rough, sure, but don't you want to get to the parts that are good? And really, if you're not here, you can't make things positive. I once told a friend who had a very negative life, he had very negative things going on, and I said to him, you could do two things with these things that have happened to you. You can get gloomy and despairful and mournful over them, or you can decide to use these things later in life to speak to others like yourself that have gone through these and empathize with them and tell them that you made it through it and they can make it through it, and you understand what it is to go through that, and you can help others, which is better. He didn't have an answer. I hope that he shows that one, obviously. But I think that when we go through these tough times, and maybe we go through them saying, you can do it, you can make it, things will get better. But to turn around and then reach out the hand to the person that hasn't heard that yet, that needs extra help, that needs guidance. And I think that this goes for anybody that's being bullied or teased or whatever. We've really got to teach our youth and ourselves better, because why are our kids doing this? It's coming from us. It's coming from the parents. It's coming from society. So we've really got to change that. We've really got to change our mentality on that. So this has been Playhavock. Things will get better. Peace out.